You driving?
Some Plan Bs are smarter than others. If you're drinking, don't drive. RBT means you need a Plan B. Authorised by New South Wales Government, Sydney.
I heard last night that he wasn't very well from Sir Ron Briley, who is a very good friend of his as well. But I only heard this morning that he passed away, and it's a very sad day for me because I knew Richie and Daphne very, very well.
A special place for you here outside the Ladies Pavilion with the statue, and tell us about the cap and the significance of that place.
Well, to take the cap first, of course, he's a New South Wales player, and that's a Blues cap, and I think that actually brings the Blues and the cricket ground and cricket worldwide to recognise that he's a New South Wales player and a fantastic New South Wales player. But this is very significant exactly where we're standing here, because Richie Benaud is the very first of all of the sculptures that I have been the benefactor of. And he himself didn't want to see it until it was finished, which is unusual. He said, "Basil, you know me pretty well. The sculpture is, you do it and it'll be fine." Well, you can imagine the pressure that was under when here, Marie Bashir, the Governor of New South Wales, unveiled the sculpture. I was sitting with the sculptor and we were absolutely terrified that he wouldn't really enjoy this at all. But he stood up there and looked at it and he said, "I like it." And it was the most beautiful moment of my life, I can tell you, because this particular sculpture, being the first, I can't say it's my favourite because I know some other people might be unhappy, but in fact it has a special place in my heart, being the very first of this sculpture project, 10 sculptures.
Can you tell us about the moment that captures the ball in one hand?
Interesting, because as Richie said, you do it. Now, he was the captain of Australia and he was also, of course, a great leg spinner. So how do you put those two things into one sculpture? Well, the great leg spinning was relatively easy because we put it in his right hand, he's getting ready to bowl. But then he's captain of Australia as well, and he has to change the field, has to make changes, and he did. So I said to Richie, how did you go about making these changes? And he said, I just raised an eyebrow. That's going to be really good, trying to put that into a sculpture. So then he said, well, actually, I used to do that. As soon as he did that, I said, Richie, stop. And that's the pose we've got over there. Richie changing his field with his left finger and he's about to bowl with his right hand. And I think it captures Richie, don't you?